New mods are here, and I'm super excited to share them with you guys. How are you doing? In total, 8 and/or 10 mods were released on the in-game mod up. All platforms got 5 new. There was also 2 updates yesterday. That's where the 8 to 10 comes from. And PC and Mac players got 3 new today as well. If you like staying updated with all the latest mods at Farm Sim, make sure you're subscribed because there's also an FS22 mod video coming out a little bit later. You won't want to miss it. Starting off with new mods for all platforms. This is the John Deere 1365 mower from Fast Farming. Only here, it weighs 2.5 tons, 90 horsepower is required, 3 meters at 13 miles per hour. Super excited to see something like this on the mod of. Decals, we've got new decals. We've also got old, and by old, really mean old. It is old and warm. That's pretty cool. Toolbox on here, you can go with the yes or no around towards the front. John Deere branded there. Warning triangle, you've got that as well around towards the back. I call that the tractor triangle. And then beacon option. So you've got yes and no. As far as working mode, we have a standard and you got a grouper, which will kick everything off to the side. Very nice. With these, you know we had to try them out a little bit. So up at the top left-hand corner, you can see we've got a working mode now. So we could go toggle working mode. So this is going to be widespread. If we go through, it's exactly what I would expect. Then we go to swath dropping, which kind of just drops it off almost the same, but it's a little bit more together, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. We also have the exact same thing here whenever we have the little worker mode thing on the back. So we go worker mode, there we go, that change it over now. It's definitely a lot more straightforward. Then we can also kick that down and go left swath, which is very, very cool. Left swath is interesting because if we turn it off and we spin back around, we should be able to kick everything back over to it again here. Fairly close. You know what? Not too bad. So you should be able to almost come through here and do it the right way. Maybe if you're a better farmer than I am. Shouldn't be too hard. Next is a very cool one. This is the multi-grain production from Biggins. Biggins actually hit me up yesterday. It was showing off a few things that were in testing, but I don't think he expected stuff to release this fast. This is pretty neat. So it adds in a new production as well as a new sell point for that right over here. Input for materials will be here and pallets will spawn there. But as we went around, you probably said, there's no cog. Where is everything? It's inside. It has a full interior and both doors open. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go in here and take a look at it. So of course, your incoming materials are all going to be there. Outgoing, everything's going to be down here. And you can see there's some new stuff. So we could do bread from flour, bread from rice flour, cake from rice flour, cereal for chocolate, cereal for long grain rice, and raisins. And I've also been told that these are a little bit higher than the base game ones, so you'll be able to go through materials more quickly and possibly be able to make more money in the process. New things. We have corn flour, corn tortilla, oat flour's in here, but that's part of the base game as far as rice flour and wheat flour. But we also have whole wheat bread and whole wheat flour. So there's some new goodies in there, which is really, really cool to see. Love that. Also, those do get used in some of the productions, which is really, really neat. And when you're ready to sell, of course, we've got a sell point just for it right here. Love it. For these new productions, just wanted to show you 20 corn equals 20 corn flour. There's going to be 2,400 cycles per month. So multiply that by 20. You've also got corn tortilla in here, 25 into 20, so you do lose a little bit, but it makes sense. It's going to be 1,200 cycles per month. Down into the whole wheat bread, you've got 25 whole wheat flour, so you have to make that first, and then you get 20 whole wheat bread, 1,200 cycles per month, and then the aforementioned whole wheat flour, 20 wheat equals 20 whole wheat flours, 2,400 cycles per month. This is going to be extremely profitable. Definitely check this out. We can also hold a bunch of stuff as well. 150,000, 100,000, 225,000. Gotta love that on the oats. Heck yeah, man. Definitely check this out if you want something a little bit different. Somebody like me, I love this. Hey, pricing's not too bad either. $55,000 just for the production chain itself, no customization options. And then for the sell point, $5,000. Next, we have our Hydroponics Greenhouse. This has a production rate that is 2 times higher than the base game greenhouse and requires a little bit extra water and liquid fertilizer. It also produces tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, snap cabbage, and garlic. You can see your storage is over here. And then we could go through and see exactly what you got for each. I do like that you have liquid fertilizer in there. That's pretty cool. Pricing's also very, very nice. $10,000 for each of these. But hey, if you wanted more, we got more from the Lort. This is just greenhouse. You can grow your vegetables in here. Works just like any other greenhouse that's part of the base game. There's a small one and a large one. So there you go. Please let me in. There we are. So as far as differences between the two, big greenhouse, if we go up, click it, I'm not seeing much difference, I can be honest with you. Everything looks exactly the same. Okay, so our capacities over here are going to be a little bit different. 8,000 liters of water on the big greenhouse versus 6,000. And then when we have 5,000 liters of everything in the outgoing, whereas we have 6,000 liters of everything in outgoing minus strawberries, which gets a massive update to 9,000 liters. So there you go. Otherwise, it looks like the recipes are going to be identical. No changes in here whatsoever. And lastly, we have the More Honey Pallet Spawner options. These were mods in Farm Sim 22 as well, but it allows you to have these massive areas for these. So you got 32, 24, 16, 12. Yeah, they're about the same size, roughly. You've got another 12 option, which is a little bit skinnier. 6, 8, and 4, as opposed to the base game, which puts down, I think, 2 or 3, somewhere around there, something like that. Nonetheless, that is a very, very awesome, very cool. So you guys want to check that out? Definitely check that out. As I mentioned, we did have a couple updates yesterday, but because we did it in a news video and not in a mod video, still wanted to let you know today. So first we had the Lindner Unitrac pack for all platforms. This is going to be version 1001, fixed light intensity. And your only other update is the Rigitrac SKH 150. This is update 1001 as well. Fixed light setup. So both of those from earlier this week are fixed. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, and this one's one of my favorites. This is Store Deliveries. Check this out. That's awesome. A delivery fee of 2.5% item cost is going to be applied to your purchase, which stinks, but it's worth it. So left shift and left alt is going to bring that up. Hit the S key as in Sam, and then you can hit the X key as in xylophone to reset it. So let's set it right there, and let's go over here to this, and you'll see we've got our store right there. Let's hit the X key, and still showing. There's a big old area right there, ain't it? Do we have to delete that? I've hit the X. I think I broke it. I think I hit the button way too many times. Let's reset and see what happens. Oh, it won't let me. Please let me leave. All right, let's try this one more time. And how about we try it over here at the main farm? So left shift, left alt, S. Bam. Puts it right there for us. All good. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Landini. I've always wanted one of these. Purchase. You hear it makes a noise, and 2.5% of the cost is $1,000, and it puts it right there for us. That is very, very cool. Now, what happens if we go into here and we reset this vehicle? It gets reset to the same place. That's awesome. Now, let's go left shift, left alt, X, and it takes away the box. I wonder if it's because I was testing around with left shift alt R and it just didn't work. That could have easily been the problem. But yeah, don't do left shift left alt R because it crashed my game. Nonetheless, that one didn't crash it. It just prevented me from leaving. It's like, I got Jumanji'd in the farm sim. So the next one I've been showing at the top right-hand corner of the video, the entire video, as a matter of fact. This is the extended game info display. It expands the current game info display in the upper right-hand corner by displaying the current year under the date and a temperature feature with an indicator of whether the temperature is falling. And mine is rising. It's supposed to get to 93 today. It's going to be super duper hot. It stays consistent and rising. Shows you all that stuff. The display of the current temperature. They also added a minimum maximum temperature for the day. How cool is that? So, when you're going around, playing on the map, doing whatever you need to do, got my dream tractor here, the Landini. Hopefully I don't get Jumanji'd in a farm sim again. It works. It's great. I love that. That's super cool. I'm also playing on my test map, so I have no, season stuff turned on, and it still shows me. Like, if I go in here, you can see that I have crop calendar turned off, and it still shows me all the stuff. That's really cool, man. I can't wait to use this on my Let's Play. It'll be probably next Thursday before you see it because I pre-recorded so much. But hey, that's awesome. Great job on this one. And lastly is another one that I've been showing off for this video, but I really haven't, showcased it yet. See how far away I am? Goodness gracious. This is the extended outdoor camera zoom. That is epic. So this one also has some stuff, but just using it normally with a vehicle, you can zoom way out and zoom way in. However, there are some interior stuff as well. So it actually interferes with one of the other mods, which is like the lean forward mod and the interior camera view mod. However, on an Xbox controller, I can literally just click in and it'll zoom into stuff around in the cabin, which is really neat. Check that out. This is going to come in super handy when I'm doing mod previews and things like that. I love that super much. They also say that you can reset the indoor camera on a Xbox controller, left bumper, right bumper, and D-pad down, and it will recenter it for you. Bam! Look over here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Bam! Ha ha! Let's start this bad boy up and get out of here. That's awesome, man. Today was so much fun. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like and subscribe if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notification bell. That way you never miss videos like this one. Also, so you don't miss the Farm Sim 22 video dropping in a little while. Again, stay tuned for that. There's 3 maps to talk about in a truck. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope you have a great day. We'll catch you in the next one.